You're okay. So what I'm learning a few fucking things. Okay, I don't know if you can curse freely like that on YouTube, but we gonna figure it out. Um, you look really different on camera. Like shit is bugged out. That's number one, and number two, I gotta do some research on my camera because I was just recording a long ass video, talking and shit and everything, all to realize that it has stopped recording me maybe like 5 minutes into the recording. So I'm just like, damn, iPhone, it is, right? So I did a whole um, video of me painting this where I made the colors. I used these three colors to make this color. And my whole idea was to paint a very, let me see if I can fix this so that you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. So it was to paint a very simple picture whilst chatting. And I was trying to come up with like with topics or whatever. Before I had a I had an intro video to this one, where I was just saying that I wanted to do this for a while, and what better time than now, and that as long as the setup was decent, I would be back with like my decided, topic or whatever. But and then I was saying like, what better topic than the one that's in all of our faces right now, which is this virus thing and this quarantine thing, and the whole reason why I have enough time and energy and mind space to even do something like this, because I've been wanting to actually do a YouTube channel where I'm speaking and pretty much like blogging about different things, my opinion, interacting with people who share the same views and all that good stuff for a minute. But it's just like, life. And it's always like one of those things where, like, oh, I'll get to it, or, I'm going to eventually find the time or whatever, and then it doesn't come. But look at us now. Like, so that's what I was talking about. And so now I'm going to get back to painting as I chat. And I don't know if this is the best freaking space for that, but whatever. So I think I was talking about like how rough this is, especially, I mean, it's rough for everybody for all different reasons, but like for people who are already dealing with mental health type issues, that deal with depression and anxiety and things like that, I know that this is like extra tough from experience, because that is definitely messing with me. Like, I already, you know, have been dealing with that like for a long time. I've been really great at it in the past few years, like coping with, because it's a constant, it's constant, like trying to just maintain and live your best life while dealing with that, and knowing that like it could kind of get at you at any given, you know, any given time, like, so being confined the way we are right now is just like, for people who deal with things like that, and especially creative people who deal with things like that, I know it's not freaking going well for everybody. Like, I was saying the other day that, like, I see a lot of people saying, like, oh, to creative people, use this time to write that book, or use this time to, start that YouTube channel. Which is like, hey, look at me now. Like, this is what I'm doing. But that's so easy to say, but to somebody who's like has a hard time getting out of their mind, literally, um, it's just like, bitch, if you don't like fall back, because I'm just trying not to lose it. Like, yeah, I'm, excuse me, doing well by just not losing it. Okay, um, but yeah, and then I was saying all the other different things that might contribute like even more is like it's just so many things. But I see a lot of other people saying too, like, oh, um, where I'm going today, as a joke, and like giving a little map of like the kitchen, the bathroom, the this. But I'm like, y'all maps are big as fuck, okay? Because people who are living in apartments right now, all people, I know this shit is like rough. Because if you are really taking it seriously and not going out, and you live in a 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom or studio or something, to the window, to the wall, like literally, like it's really crazy. So, and that's my situation. I'm in an apartment. Um, so an apartment, being single, um, and when I say single, I really do mean like you don't live with someone. You don't live with your partner or whatever. Um, that's rough. And there was another thing I had. But yeah, it's just all these different contributing things that could be making it even harder. So it's hard out here. That's really just like the main thing I'm getting at. It's like it's hard. This is crazy. This is like fucking incredible. It's like who saw this shit coming? Not me. By the way, I'm just doing a rainbow. I'm doing something really simple. Um, just something simple and soothing. Um, 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 and I just decided that I'm not gonna do a basic rainbow. I'm probably gonna do like some colors that you probably don't even see my rainbow. I'm gonna start with, I don't know if y'all can see, it's like a pink. I also was talking about how I got into painting. So, in my like first year of college, I took a college painting course, which was really dope. And after that, you could not tell me that I was not an expert, okay? So, but little did I realize anybody with a little instruction can do a lot. So that's my first thingy majig. But I'm gonna show you guys the painting that I did in my college painting course that made me think I was a pro. If y'all can see it. That one. And the crazy part is, you would have thought I was into it so much, you would have thought that I would remember the name of that painting and the artist, because I caught clearly, like, I used something to, you know, go off of, and that is a famous Italian painting, and I ain't got a clue. Maybe y'all know. I don't know. But I picked it because it reminded me of my father and my uncle Frankie, who was my godfather. They used to play polka at the table forever, and indeed smoke fucking cigarettes back to fucking back. I don't know if you can curse. I think I said that already on YouTube, but we gonna figure it out. Anyway, so yeah, after I did that, you couldn't tell me no. But my professor, he was really good because he really taught us a bunch of stuff that like I tried to hang on to. Like even now, when I actually try to really do I try to get serious about it and do something different. I try to remember the techniques and things that he taught. He taught us. But yeah. So back to the quarantine. I've been trying not to um, like that's what was getting me. Like that's what made me get up. I was about to say, let me finish your thought. I've been trying not to watch too much Netflix. Um, because it's just like I'm starting to feel like I'm losing it, even doing that. But I was laying in my bed after watching like mad Netflix today, and I was like, you know what? I can't do this. Like, I gotta turn this shit off. So now I'm just laying there, just fucking laying there, and I'm thinking, wow, shit. To be honest, like my mind is just fucking going, and I'm like, this can't be good. Like So now that thought is into another thought, and I'm thinking, like, Lord. Like, so I just start praying, say a little prayer. Because I'm like, it's mad things that I wanted to do that I kept saying, oh, I'm going to start, do a video, or I'm going to do a poem video this week, or I'm going to get up and paint. I've done on one of my last, my last voyages outside. I glad I thought about it. I was like, let me get some new art supplies from Family Dollar. Family Dollar on the low is lit for like little artsy stuff because they have mad little canvases. Um, they have the cheap little paint. I got my own paint, but like they have some little paint. They have glitter and stuff like that. So they got poster boards, like everything. But yeah. So I really thought this red was out here. That's crazy. Did it dry that fast? Oh, I didn't use it. Okay. I used it to make the purple. But yeah, I don't know where I was. So yeah, I got some art supplies from Family Dollar. But I was saying I really need to like I was saying that I was gonna do something, paint or do something creative, and like I don't know what made me decide on this right now. Cause I put two things together, make a video and paint at the same damn time. Um, so yeah, it's really it's just the first go around. I have a lot of things that I want to talk about, regularly, but I figured it's my first video, and no need in like searching for a topic when this is the damn topic that I'm finally getting started because Corona, the bitch Corona. But yeah, I guess the whole idea, what this topic is supposed to be, is that this shit is hard for people struggling with like anxiety and people who, oh, that was my third thing before, people who don't have like a bunch of friends. Like when you're an introvert and all like that, and just a quiet person and whatever, a weirdo, honestly. A weirdo in like the best sense, but you're not on the phone with somebody all the time, or like, you know what I mean? Like you don't have those types of relationships. So like for me, this shit's been tough because I got literally like a couple of friends. I got at this point one friend that I actually talk to on the phone for like minutes at a time, and even that is not like hours is just like, whatever. Um, and then I have my mom, who I talk to the most, and I live with my sister. So, I have my sister, and we're just trying to keep each other sane. Um, and actually, she's pregnant right now, and she's honestly due. She's 2 days or 3 days at this point overdue. So it's literally any minute, and that too has been contributing to my stress right now. So we're trying to keep each other sane and get through that together. Oh, and her child's father too. So it's us three in here. Um, and yeah, the red should be thicker. But yeah, um, I talk to those people. I talk every once in a while to my one of my good friends. I have a meeting, a virtual weekly meeting for work, where, to be honest, I don't really talk, but it's nice to listen and feel like I'm still doing something. I email back and forth with my supervisor like a few times a week so far since this has happened. Um, and to be honest, that's it. So I'm watching the shit out of Netflix, and I am, every once in a while I'm talking to like my niece, one of my nieces, really my other sister. We're talking some, but I'm watching Netflix. I'm on social media all the time, and like that's it. So I'm like, you know what? I really been wanting to talk and start something. Let me just start it, and that's pretty much where I'm at. So, and at this point, I'm just trying to think of like, what else can I talk about, like on my next, episode or recording or whatever we're gonna call this. I'm just thinking like, what could be some topics, but it will definitely be like some current event type thing, but like cultural current event, like hip hop culture current event. Um, and I'm not even gonna drag it. Really, just that, because, but it will be a mixture of everything. It won't be like a gossip thing. It'll be like, so this happened, and what are our views on this, or this couple's going through that. What are our views on that? Um, and it might be like some light politics, like, you know, I might cover some battle rap because I like that. Um, but yeah, that's it. Oh, and some other stuff too. Like, it might not be. It might be more along the lines of just like different different stuff, like experience type stuff, like life experience type stuff. So like friendship issues with friendships. How would you deal with this or that? Like if this was going on, or this happened to me. I definitely plan on sharing some stories. Um, and then I honestly want to get it to a point where it's interactive. So there'll be an email or something for whoever my viewers become to submit their questions, or if they want advice on something, um, and that sort of a thing. I always pour way too much paint on the canvas, and that's probably a really rookie fucking move. But like, does this keep happening? I keep dropping water on this bitch. Um, Therapy would be another topic. Definitely want to get it out there, get certain things out there. Like, I was honestly gonna do a podcast with um, at the time, she was a friend of mine. We were gonna do a podcast, and we had this whole idea, to do it pretty much like, to do it based around, uh, the idea of being from the hood, but kind of crossing over and going another direction, and then always kind of feeling like that whole thing of like, where do you fit kind of a thing, and also like feeling like you gotta be loyal to where you come from, and to like what you came from, where you come from, and that sort of thing. And I was really, really excited about that. I thought that idea is honestly probably like, I don't want this to be that, but I definitely will incorporate some of the idea of that, like, into it. Like, I'm definitely probably gonna speak to that, or like on that, you know. But we ended up, um, not doing it, and then when the idea came back around to do it, um, she had a whole different, um, like, topic type of thing that she wanted to go with. So, and then I think, you know, I don't think I was as passionate about it, um, when it came back around, because I wasn't as passionate about the topic. And, yeah. But, yeah. So, yeah. Said that to say, I think I'll probably speak to that idea. So I think what made me think about that was me mentioning, battle rap. And I don't know, for whoever's watching, if you don't know me, you're probably like, what? This bitch is into battle rap? But yeah, I'm into a lot of things. And that contributes to all the shit going on in my head. And why I had to get up and do something tonight. Mind you, it's kind of late, but last night, or yesterday rather, I could not get to sleep. No, matter of fact, I woke up at 4 a.m. and then I didn't sleep until 12 a.m. So today I slept until 2 p.m. And I was just like, this is fucking crazy. Like, I could not just go back to sleep again a little while ago. I'm like, there's no way. Like, I gotta do something. So I decided to do this. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. So let me just think what I can talk about now, other than this whole shit. No, maybe I'll just start with that. So, like, wonder if there are any of you who are like seeing this and have dealt with that too. Like the whole idea of growing up in like a hood ass environment, growing up essentially poor or whatever, and then going the other way with it. Like, now you're working a corporate job, now you are educated, um, you're well read, you try to eat well, um, and possibly like you still have old friends who really aren't there yet with you, or even like your family, which that's honestly a lot of times the case, is that like if you're one of the people in your family who have had the opportunity to, further your education, and you're one of like the first, you come home with these different ways of eating or thinking or speaking and everything, and you kind of become like the weirdo in your family because everybody else is still eating and drinking and doing everything, the same old way, um, and whatever. And then maybe you have friends who, you know, even if you didn't like do the college thing yet, or just, that wasn't the route you chose, but you kind of chose a different way to think and just be and grow. And like, so maybe you've outgrown your friends, your day ones, so to speak. And like, what's that like? Because that's most definitely my case in like more than one way. And it's kind of always been, but I didn't always have, like, I've always kind of felt like I stuck out a little bit and was like weird. I was always deemed like weird or all the way crazy. I'm gonna get some water. Um, because of the way I thought or what I cared about or what I talked about. So it just got different to deal with when I actually had the courage and confidence to just be like, yeah, this is how I think, and this is what I care about, and this is what I enjoy the fuck doing, and just started doing more of it and kind of going with myself more. Like, instead of trying to tell myself like I'm dragging it, or this is fine, they want to do this, so I'm gonna just do this. Just being more comfortable being like, nope, you know what, I don't really like that, not really interested in that. Once I started doing that, shit got lonelier, and it got just more serious, I guess. This yellow is trash. Like, all the other colors are going down nice, but this shit is garbage. I honestly wish I used the other yellow now, but so yeah, what's that like for y'all? For me at this point, it's kind of become like an old thing, only because, like I said, I've gotten to that point where I'm super okay with it all. Like I pretty much found my groove, so to speak. Like, I'm cool on it, but getting to this point was not easy, and I probably still got a long way to go, because to be honest, it's it's very tempting sometimes to just go back to what is your normal and what's comfortable. That's, I think, like the main thing. I'm gonna try this one. Go over it with this one. But yeah, it's very tempting because at the end of the day, who doesn't want to be comfortable? Who doesn't want to feel, you know, at home in a sense? So, and then who wants to like feel like they're turning their back on their family? Because that's like a big chunk of it. I think for a lot of people, it's like, damn, I can't go home no more. Or like, I don't feel comfortable at home no more. I don't feel at home no more. Like, it's crazy. And there's really like always that thing, which like I guess now this shit is getting into the red. That is so annoying. Um, that is so annoying. Like, I can't. There's always that other thing too of like that criticism you feel like you're gonna feel from, and there's gonna be literally some people who, even if I already know, even from my neighborhood or like old friends or something, who would see this and they would be like, bitch, ain't nobody thinking about you. But that criticism that you feel from people who have known you forever, and you feel like when you start doing something different or just being a different way or growing in a different way, that they're like always just criticizing you, like, bitch, I knew you when you, or I remember when you, that's not really her. And it's like, they be big, man. That's really how you gotta look at it if you are dealing with some shit like that. People be mad. And you probably hear it all the time. You see the memes and stuff. You see people talking about it. But it's not real until it's real. Until it speaks to you. Because, like, it's really that thing Will Smith said. Like, people, they have known you forever. And so they wondering, like, we came from the same place. Like, how could that person, how could he do that or get there or be different like that? Like, he ain't different like that. I know him. Like, they can't fathom the shit. But that ass, like he said, as long as you can, you will make niggas see you. Oop. I just slipped my Iggy in there. But yeah, seriously though, you'll make people see you the way you see yourself. And that's offending. I learned that a minute ago. I didn't all the way implement it correctly. A lot of times you know a lot of shit, but you just don't act on it. But like, I learned that a long time ago. The world will see you as you see yourself. And I'm telling you that to be true from experience. You gotta believe. You gotta see who you are and really believe who you are before anybody else is gonna actually believe that shit. And again, once you start seeing it, Don't expect for people to be like, oh, that's okay. No, no. They're gonna be with that same shit of like, what? What's she doing? Who she think she is? Why she talking? Just expect that shit. Be ready for it. See, I gotta blotch this shit because it don't wanna fucking stay. Another thing, a good like life hack for relationship wise and like just dealing with people in the world is that we are all um, we are all just a that looks so stupid. The end of the yellow, I mean, not the whole thing. It just won't take like the rest of it. That's fine. So I don't want to mess it up anyway. Okay. People can only meet you where they've met themselves. That's one thing. And we are all really just a we're a result of our experiences. And so people are dealing with you and being how they are to you all based off of their experience. The things that they've been through. The things that they have not gone to therapy about and unraveled and unpeeled their childhoods. Okay? Because that's another thing. This all goes back to our childhoods. Like all the fucking issues we're dealing with and stuff, it all started somewhere. It's all, you know, we're just a result of our experiences. It's like when you're dealing with somebody, we take things so personal. We really do. Like, we take everything so personal. Our egos are fucking outrageous. And we think, oh, she's not talking to me because of this or that. And on a petty, basic level, sometimes you're right. Sometimes she's not talking to you. I'm using that. Ain't nobody not talking to me. But sometimes, like, somebody acted funny or said something funny or something, and the way that we receive it is so about us. Like, it's so like, oh, she's mad. She's just mad because I got a man. Or she's just mad because I got a dope new opportunity. And she's just mad because I did this. And I'm saying she's because a lot of times with the fellas is very real. It is very real because I am close friends with guys who have these same similar issues. Like when people start moving up on the like social ladder or like success ladder in friends groups, it gets weird. And I know personally from having freaking guy friends that like that's another thing too I could definitely talk about is being a girl who has got real guy friends, platonic friendships, and speaking to the fact that like they really be trying to get on us all the time. Y'all can see my rainbow? It's not done. I'm like, I've gotten into this thing where I want to add sparkle to every fucking thing now. And I really wanted to do a pot of gold somewhere, but I don't know if I could finagle that. But they get on us so bad about being so like, just like, catty and like having issues and stuff. But if you're friends with men for real, you would know they can be like just as bad or worse than us. And I'm talking about that like funny friendship stuff. Like, especially the one, you know what? Hood street dudes probably less than the other type of dude, but even with them, um, but yeah, our egos are so big, and we'll think like, oh, like I'm gonna give a dude example, because dudes they act like they don't gotta call each other for everything or tell each other everything. So like, I'm gonna give this example. Dude just got a new whip, and he ain't put it in the group chat. Like, you know, for girls, if you really close, you'll be like, oh, bitch, I'm gonna buy a new car or whatever, some shit like that. But dudes act like they don't do stuff like that, and they a lot of them don't if they not like super close. But then again, if that's a normal thing, like going to get a new car, or like when I say normal, it's not that like a crazy thing. It's like if that happened for a dude, um, and they just posted it up on Instagram, or like they just pull up one day to the like gathering or whatever, it's like it's a common like I've heard some shit like this before. So like um to be like one of them tell the other man's like, yo, that was mad funny style. Like, why wouldn't that nigga tell me that? Da 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 da. Like, that's some catty little stuff that they go through too. But even a situation like that, I'm saying it's like it's our egos getting the best of us, because maybe he didn't tell you on some like funny like, oh, I'm not gonna tell nobody nothing. I'm just pop out with the new whip. But even that says something about his experience and about how he, you know, his makeup and everything. And so like we just got to take things so less personal. Like like some of the issues that I've had with girlfriends, it's like even in the moment, like I've grown so much over the years, but like even in the moment of some of my past things happening, I understood that things that were going on were less about me, or less about me and that person's friendship, and more about that person and their traumas, and how they either know how to or don't know how to cope and deal, or to love. You know what I mean? To love or to not love, because it's been me. I'm not just, you know, trying to take myself out of it, but definitely like my experience, my traumas, my childhood, it all comes in and plays a part in your relationships. So like, um and I've been way into my ego, more than I would even like to admit, you know. But I don't even know where the fuck I was or what I was getting at, but just saying that like in relationships, um, it can be tricky in friendships and stuff like that. There's mad different topics within those topics, because I know I was talking about like the separation it causes when you start evolving at a different pace, and you're not exactly in that environment anymore that you were so used to being in. And then like how it is being, um, how it's tempting to be comfortable, to go back to what's comfortable, and how people will start to look at you and say like, oh, she ain't shit, who do you think she is? um, and then some kind of way I got into relationships and the ego. But all of that is just so much. It's absolutely like so much, and a lot of stuff that I'm into talking about. And I didn't even realize. I think that might be more of the direction I'm going to go. But I will use like current events, hot topic type of things to bring that all together. So, boom. Um, but yeah, the self help type of thing, the relationship type of thing, the anxiety, the depression, the stress, the mental health, the creative, therapy, the benefits of it, the benefits of journalizing and painting and art and stuff like that. Music for sure, writing for sure, more poetry. Um, and yeah, that's my first whatever. All I'm gonna be doing is talking. I might get more funky with the painting. I'm gonna I'm gonna save this one, the start of this. Um, it's not extra. I'm gonna save that for my next video and see where I want to go with it. I'm gonna try to add a pot of gold at the end, and I'm gonna try to smooth out some of it, and maybe add a cloud. But I don't know if I got room for that. Um, but yeah, this is all it's gonna be. But hopefully, my topics get more refined, and I get a little bit more organized, and I have a whole schedule of shit. But it's literally just gonna be me talking, and hopefully I get to the level where I'm interacting, and you guys can ask me questions or leave comments or whatever. If it's for you, holla, and if it's not, just scroll on by. Scroll on by. I don't understand the like how people just submit to the devil. God forgive me. I know that sounds very dramatic, but I am a little dramatic, and I'm being serious. Like, it's so easy to submit to hate and to negativity instead of just being like, you know what, I don't like this. Or sending it to your homegirl, or, remembering what somebody said or what you saw and being like, yo, you see this? You can keep the shit, under wraps. We all don't like everything, and some shit you want to share, you want to talk about. But, like, to just outright be nasty and hateful, again, you got to ask yourself, where is that coming from? Why are you mad? Like, that had become like a funny little thing, but it's real. Why are you mad? Like, why are you that mad that so please don't go that low when you watching my shit. Please just decide to be big and great and like amazing, and just scroll on by and go to what you like. Feed what you like and what makes you feel wonderful. And I hope to find some people who enjoy what I'm doing, and what I'm doing makes them smile. But we'll see, and we'll figure it out. And that's my first show.